What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Apti video, and today we are talking about what we're doing for a new step into the channel, and we're talking about NBA 2K24 that comes out this Friday night or Friday morning at 12 o'clock. So I'm very excited. It's going to be an amazing time. It's always going to be the best time during these times. You have Madden that came out. I personally don't like it, but it's a good game for people. And then you have 2K, which probably out of all the sports game modes, it is probably my favorite because I love football, but I love basketball. I think I love basketball a little bit more. But we're going to get into the blog and tell you about this new step I'm taking this year. Let's get into it. Alright, so we got the My Team blog, which I'm definitely very late to this, but this is not the reason I'm making the video. The reason I'm making the video is to say we are officially going to be no money spent for NBA 2K24 this year. Well, I'm very excited to do this. It's definitely going to be more challenging this year because it is showing to be that the market is going to be controlled by 2K, which is going to be interesting, and it's going to be a lot harder, I believe, but it could also be a fun thing to do, and I'm very excited to do this, and also not have to spend any money this year. So, the reason why I'm on the blog and doing this today is to kind of show you what my game plan is to start into it. So, this year, you're able to buy MT, so you can see right here, you're able to buy MT, obviously VC, and then you can see there's no auction house. The only quote-unquote auction house is the player market, which they say right here is a deal of the day. And is it right here? Oh, here it is. It is that a new market that will grant you access to any player item. However, season mode and other player rewards will not be available by earning them. Community feedback is in action here. In years past, the best player cards in the game are only directly available through the auction house at MT prices that fell on the table, which was definitely shown last year with Michael Jordan hero card being at like 4 million NT when it first came out, and then you had Yao Ming that was like always like 4 mil. Whenever card he came out with Opal, Dark Matter, it doesn't matter. It was ridiculous, and it was definitely unobtainable, as I say here, so that I agree with. So they ended up fixing the player market, which they go on to say right here, with great budget fines coming at the detriment of the players who listed player cards at that price. This was far from a fair system for my team players looking to add a new or favorite player card to the collection. And here we go. Now the player market replaces the auction house with a level playing field for everyone in my team. Each player card here will be available with transparent prices to add to your collection with your choice of VC or MT. Now, I'm 95% sure that means you're able to buy cards off the player market with VC, which is huge because personally, I bought the max version, the 25th anniversary version, because I watch a lot of basketball, and it gives you a free 12-month league pass for basketball, and then basically the game's about 100. The game itself is $50 because that league pass is usually about 100 for 12 months. And then so that's the reason why I bought it. But that also means I get 100,000 VC and 50,000 MT. So I'm thinking it should mean I'll be able to purchase some cards with that 100,000 VC, which is a lot better than buying packs that, let's be honest, are not going to be good odds. Go on to say here, if you find yourself short on MT for a card you really want, NBA 2K24 now allows you to bridge the gap through the purchasing of MT, which I kind of showed you guys earlier. And each new release, look for new collections to become available immediately, which is probably by buying MT, which they expect a lot of people to do, which obviously we will not be doing. But I think we'll still be able to get the main cards we want immediately with how I'll be playing it this year. collection that comes with a completion reward will even show the reward in your progress alongside the cards, and if you want, you can outright get an entire set for a discount. Um, so basically, what it seems like um, is that it's controlled by 2K. They're kind of gonna say it here without actually saying it. You'll see what I mean. Being able to directly add any player cards to your collection goes hand in hand with also being able to sell them back for MT. To put it clearly, the amount of MT you get for quick selling a player card is highest it's ever been in my team at launch. Ruby cards for players will be like Patrick Ewing. You see right here. Will be quick sold for 25,000 MT, and even then this value can be increased. Um, and then you can do the My Team grading service, which actually has been reworked to boost the sell value of your player cards. For an uninitiated, you can send your player cards out to be graded, and after a short wait, your cards will be returned in a sealed case in Nba2k24, which you would definitely want to send cards out to be graded whenever possible, so as receiving a flawless determine dramatically increase the sell value of your card. One more thing with card grading, it is no longer a one and done choice. You can now regrade your previously graded cards 2 additional times, giving each player cards 3 chances to be rated highly. That's something huge for me. I hate when I want to buy a card and the cheapest one's like a 7, and it really looks like it has a bad look on the card. Very excited that we'll be able to grade it more than once. But it's kind of seeming like that they're taking the step of the MLB The Show, because MLB The Show, it literally looks almost exactly like this. It seems like they're copying and pasting it. Obviously they can't because not their brand, but you know what I'm saying. Sell for 28,000 MT, or you put it up for probably I think it's just that same amount about. I think it really only says to sell for 28,000 for cards like that, or like some will say like 115,000 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of shows that MLB The Show has taken effect on these other games, which I think personally is going to be really, really good. And it'll be huge. I think it'll be definitely a really good thing, and I think I will love it, and I think people will get to love it. Now, this is talking about the pack market. They're basically, you can get more equal chance and option packs. There'll be a prime box that gets you stuff like this, deluxe cards for 2K Day, and I mean, it's basically you spend $100, you actually might get your worth out of it. Now you're still also spending $100 in a virtual game that you'll be deleting in a year, so do as you please. But this thing right here, what I'm about to show you, is huge. Holo cards are going to have a 4 times multiplier to the value. So Patrick Ewing says right here, he's a holo, 112,000. You can sell him for. And then you go up here, regular non-holo, 28,000. So it literally 4 times the price, which is definitely huge. Now, I do believe that MT is going to be it's going to be more like Madden this year, where it's going to be a lot easier to obtain MT from what I'm seeing right here. Because yes, while rubies are good, you still got those diamonds and amethysts above them. At least for just season 1, being able to sell that for 112,000 within, I think it was like a 2 or 3 week span, is massive, and it's gonna be crazy how much MT people are gonna be able to get up to. And as it says right here, like some previously released budget card, and it says, my team, one of the best feelings picking up a previously released budget card for cheap months, or even seasons after the player cards are originally released. Patrick Ewing above show how these cards are valued of their day of release, but over time, previously cards will have their buy and sell values decrease to a better match their value at the time of the year, with the exception of the NBA Series 1 cards, which makes sense. They'll be reduced 3 weeks after they are released. unsellable player cards will be used as rewards throughout the year, including in locker codes. Hopefully that means we see a lot more locker codes, because last year was ridiculous. While these unsellable player cards will be just as overpowered on the court, if you happen to receive a duplicate, their sell values will be similar to previous years of my team. So basically, I think Rubus last year sold for 750. If you already have the reward card that they're talking about, and then you get a non-sellable one, you'll be able to quick sell that non-sellable one for 750, or keep it and sell your sellable. But this is what I mean by they're controlling the market, because you had cards like Yao Ming on the Opal side. He was a beast from I think January to, was it like April? I think it was April or something. And even after that, he was still a beast. So it seems like that won't happen again, because they're controlling the market by reducing it 3 weeks after they are released, which is definitely going to be very, very good in some ways. And I think it could be bad, but I think the good on that outweighs the bad. This is level 40 Kyrie Irving. For the pro class, you get a different card art, which is, it definitely looks a lot better and it looks really nice, but I don't think it's worth $10. This is for season 1. Kyrie Irving, I think it's 6'2" or 6'3". So, again, Max is going to be diamond for season 1, so this is definitely really worth it to get up to, and it seems like it should be pretty good. Actually, it should be really good card. Now we have Brandon Roy. You obtain him by completing literally every single Ruby card from Limited, or no, sorry, I don't know if it's from Limited, but I know it's guaranteed from Unlimited, Clutch Time, Triple Threat Offline, Clutch Time Offline, all of those modes. If you max out every single one of them, which is it's a lot of work, you will be getting the Brandon Roy. I think it's going to be at the end of the season. Depending on when you get all of them, but more than likely towards the end of the season for people that actually have a life. But yeah, apparently I've not played with Brandon Roy before. I started 2K last year. Apparently he is a really, really good player and has a really good shot, so hopefully that should replicate into 2K24. And so right here you get deluxe 5 cards. I don't know if that's a pack or if that's like you get 1 of 5 cards for the mode. It seems like the token market will be more in use this year too, actually. Token market in season 1, this changes with only a set of amount of tokens being available only through direct season level agenda and mode rewards in the token market. Sapphire, Franz Wagner, Ruby, Daryl Griffith, and Amethyst Tom Gigulata will be available, all required to complete the collection for Brandon Roy. So not only do you need the rubies, you also need everyone from the token market to get Brandon Roy. And tokens will now expire at the end of each season, so don't hesitate to spend them. So, basically Brandon Roy is going to be insanely rare. And if you have him, that means you put in a lot of work. I'll be trying my best to get him for the team. That would be awesome. Him and Kyrie side by side, that would be insanely nice to see. And it seems like tokens are going to be almost impossible to get this year. It's only going to be by leveling up. So it seems like they're kind of adding a point to get the Hall of Fame pass. I'm hoping that you'll be able to get it just by reaching regular level 40. If that is not the case, that would be an insane L on 2K's part there. Um, I really hope that they don't let that happen. It seems like I don't think it would, but if it does, we just won't get Brendan Roy, which would definitely be frustrating. This is basically saying right here, salary cap and multiplayer modes. Did not read that right there, my fault. So crossplay is in my team, which they've been shoving into our faces every single 5 seconds. Salary cap is a new mode, and it's basically has a history in my team which I'm not currently aware of, so I can't really know or tell you guys what to expect. But basically, you have cards, right? That you you have to get 13 cards fit under your salary. So you're given a set salary for your team, and you have to get all 13 cards under that salary. So you can see there's going to be an extra section from the card when you're in salary cap mode, and it'll say salary, and Steph Curry here says 500. Whatever, I don't know what that is, $500 or whatever that is. Basically 500 of the currency that you will be having to spend to get those cards. Now, it doesn't really always matter on overall, it could matter on how much people are using these set cards. So like if Steph Curry is one of the best point guards in the game, best budget point guard in the game, you can say, right? Getting his card in your lineup for a salary, he's probably going to be more expensive. But say an amethyst like has a terrible jump shot and no one really is using him, or he's like insanely bad in certain areas and that no one would want to use him, his salary could even be less than what some of these sapphires or rubies are going for. So it's a real nice, that's pretty cool to see. I'm pretty excited. For each round of it, you have its own ruby player card, and if you earn all 3 in season 1, you'll also receive an amethyst Victor Oladipo. I'm hoping this Victor Oladipo is a dog. That would be awesome to see. Yes, he is an amethyst, not a diamond, but I'm 95% sure that amethysts are going to be a lot more usable than last year was for season 1 and season 2. And maybe even, and hopefully even season 3. But, I don't know if you'll need each of these Ruby player cards from all of them too. I'm hoping you don't, but if you do, we'll try to get that done as well. So that should do it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. God bless.